There's been recent news that Cam Akers has torn his Achilles and will be out for the entirety of the 2021 season. First of all, this is just horrible news. We always want to see the best players play, and I hate seeing people get hurt before the season even starts, or really any injury that doesn't happen on the football field, or really any injury in general. But today we need to talk about what this means for the Rams, because I think this is a much bigger deal than people are even thinking it is. We need to talk about who Cam Akers is as a player, what running backs need in the Rams offense, and especially what Cam Akers would do for Matthew Stafford, a guy who happens to throw an incredibly high 23% of all his passes to running backs. If I was going to describe Cam Akers as a player, I would have to use a basketball reference, and one of the biggest compliments you can give a basketball player is calling them a 3-level scorer. That means they can score at the basket, from mid-range, or from 3. And the equivalent for a running back would be a great mix of speed, power, and receiving ability. This is a very rare thing to have. Most have 1, some have 2, but very few can pull off all 3. This is where you find your 3-down backs and the most valuable running backs in the leagues. Guys like CMC, Steelers, Le'Veon Bell, Saquon Barkley, and Zeke as he's developing, becoming a receiving back throughout the years. What I saw from Cam is a rising star in his rookie year, and we haven't even seen the half of it yet because he dealt most of the entirety of his rookie year dealing with an injury, and playing hurt as a running back is one of the most difficult things you can do. He had a chest rib separation and was dealing with a reoccurring ankle problem after he suffered a grade 3 high ankle sprain in week 15, which is really a shame because he really put himself on the map just the week before on a Thursday night football game in week 14 against the Patriots. He was an absolute workhorse. He carried the ball 29 times for 171 yards, averaging 5.9 yards a carry. This was one of the first games where he looked fully healthy, and before that, he was only averaging 10 carries a game. They really let him take reps like he was a 3-down starting running back on a run-heavy team, and they watched his skill set on full display. He hit the holes hard. He was patient when there wasn't anything there. He made people miss. He ran through arm tackles. He ran past people with his 4.47 speed, and he dragged defenders forwards for extra yards while he was being tackled. He obviously gained a bigger role after this game, but like I said, had an injury the following week. But in the playoffs, he would return again, not fully healthy, but was still able to carry the ball 28 times for 131 yards and 45 yards receiving in a playoff victory against the Seahawks, and another 18 carries for 90 yards against the Packers. So why is this a bigger deal than it seems? Because the general census of what I've heard is it's unfortunate, but life moves on. They have a deep running back group like Darrell Henderson, Xavier Jones, and rookie Jake Funk. But what I'm telling you is Cam Akers was going to do for this team is a matter of winning and losing some games. He's going to make plays to continue drives. He's going to be the 5th legit receiving option on the field. And the Rams were just finding a lot of success with his running wildcat with him because of his running abilities, and he also used to play quarterback at high school. Are they still going to have Stafford, a really good receiving core, Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, etc., etc.? Yes, they will. The only singular position in a football field that can make a team go from really great to really terrible is quarterback, so that's not what I'm saying. And I'm also not comparing Cam to Christian McCaffrey, but to look at the Panthers last year, how many close games did they lose? The answer is a lot. And running back isn't the most critical position, but I'm sure CMC would have made a few key plays to keep drives alive or maybe get 7 points instead of 3. But this can be the difference between a win or loss sometimes, and in a division with the Seahawks, 49ers, and Cardinals, I feel like this injury is very weighty. And as I mentioned earlier, what really makes me think is because of Stafford, who he is as a quarterback, because watching a ton of his games being from Michigan, where the Lions always did their best is when they had a great pass-catching running back. Stafford can throw from any angle and is a true gunslinger. But what doesn't get talked about is his ability to avoid sacks, move around in the pocket, and still make ridiculously hard throws. And a lot of the times he likes to dump the ball off to his running backs. And also, defenses respect Stafford's arm so much that they usually play off coverage, playing it more safe, taking away the deep ball. This leads Stafford to thrive when he has a running back who's also a great receiver, because in the last decade, quarterbacks with at least 800 passing attempts, he is 4th on the list throwing to running backs, throwing to them 22.6% of the time. The Lions offense has always been at their best when they had guys like Theo Riddick, Reggie Bush, and DeAndre Swift has proven to be a good pass catcher in his own right. I was so looking forward to see Cam Akers in action with a full offseason, getting healthy, and to bring it in a season with a loaded Rams team. But if I were the Rams, I would really look to get someone that can replicate this 3-level scoring running back. I think Stafford absolutely needs that, and I think being in the toughest division in football, they can really get a leg up on the other teams. But let me know what you guys think. I'm here. I don't think anyone's going to say, oh yeah, this is actually good for the Rams that he got hurt. Obviously, losing a good player, whatever position, whatever caliber, is going to be hurtful for your team. But I think they need to do whatever they can to replicate what kind of production Cam Akers was going to get. I know they just don't call off trees like that, but if you get a good receiving back or someone that can help Stafford out, because I don't know Darrell Henderson, Xavier Jones, if they can really fill that role. I don't think so. I think they should really look and not be content. And I do think this is going to be a bigger deal because I think a lot of watching Stafford for the Lions, a lot of their drives continued on 3rd and 6s, 3rd and 8s, where everyone's playing off and the running back's able to wiggle loose in open field and get the first down, continue the drive. That's just what I think. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure to like the video if you like videos like these. Comment down below what you think of the Rams season and what you thought about this injury. Is it a bigger deal, underplayed, overplayed? And make sure to subscribe if you enjoy daily sports content. I appreciate y'all so much. Thanks for checking out the channel, and I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.